2023 MacDonaldCup. Today's bronze medal matchup features the designated away team, the Valley Sturgeon, against the designated home team, the West Shore Bears. Now, folks, let's introduce you to the teams, starting with the designated away team, the Valley Sturgeon. The netminders, number 00, Luke Davidson. Number 1, Caden Lee. Number 31, Zach Goulet. Number 4, Denver Kitt. Number 5, Jeremiah Gibbs. Number 6, Logan White. Number 7, Isaac Rakowski. Number 9, Nathan Jensen. Number 10, Matthew Ortute. Number 11, Caden Shivers. Number 13, Austin Martin. Number 15, Tristan Denal. Number 16, Nigel Novak. Number 17, Curtis Hyen. Number 20, Wyatt Lissamore. Number 21, Sean Lamishka. Number 22, Cage O'Neill. Number 23, Carter McGregor. Number 25, Bryce Manson Gordon. Number 35, Carter Stasek. Number 36, Brett Vicentine. Number 40, Thor Nielsen. Number 44, Rocco Sedani. Number 67, Ryan Sheldrake. Number 74, Everett Vetterall. Number 75, Sean Wade. Number 77, Gabe Rempel. And number 88, Burke McCady. The Sturgeon are led by coaches Gavin Sand, Josh Curtis, Shaheen Barman, Josh Kaiser, Henry Sindiker, and Olivia Allman. And now, fans, let's meet the West Shore Bears. The goaltenders, number 30, Riley Gaines. Number 96, Caden Lee. Number 2, Dylan Hamilton. Number 3, Keegan Martin. Number 4, Eddie Josty Tubb. Number 5, Dan Rands. Number 6, Spencer McDonald. Number 7, Miles Archibald. Number 9, Marcus Atello George. Number 10, Riley Drew. Number 11, Armand Sohi. Number 12, Kobe Condon. Number 14, Colton Groan. Number 15, Ryder McKee. Number 16, Quinn Sutton. Number 17, Hayden Cardinal. Number 18, Connor Rant. Number 19, Cale McKee. Number 20, Callum LaChance. Number 21, Axel Shepard. Number 22, Olivier Laplante. Number 23, Leland Vince. Number 24, Josh Morgan. Number 25, Carson Corbin. And number 26, Will Perrier. The Bears are led by coaches Ryan Alexander, James Morgan, Will Chason, and AJ Preston. Fans, the City of Poco and the MacDonaldCup would like to acknowledge that today's game is taking place on the traditional and ancestral and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nations, which lies within the shared territories of the Tsleil-Waututh, Katzie, Musqueam, Métis, Snohomish, and Slow Nations. We thank the Coquitlam First Nation who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below. Now, fans, please rise if you are able and join us in our national anthem.
welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your bronze medal matchup. It's the last game of the tournament for both of these teams, and only one will walk away with a medal. It's the Valley Sturgeon facing off against the West Shore Bears. The Bears with a tough loss yesterday afternoon in our third game of the day against their island rivals, the Saanich Express. Meanwhile, Valley also a tough loss in the late game last night. They just couldn't find a way to hand Cranbrook their first loss. But they find their way into the bronze medal game, still with a chance to leave victorious in this MacDonaldCup action, and we'll see how this one unfolds. Just moments away from the opening face-off, so let's get you some starting goaltenders here, shall we? In between the pipes for the Bears, it will be the likes of number 30 in Riley Gaines. Getting a quick word there from his backup, Matt Dennis, who had an unbelievable game a few nights ago for the Bears, but back comes Riley Gaines. He was the starter for the bulk of the season for this West Shore team and will hopefully, in their minds, backstop them to a bronze medal championship. Meanwhile, it's the man in between the pipes for the Sturgeon. He's done so well all tournament long in Luke Davidson. Despite their loss last night, was easily one of the top standout players for Valley. And again, much like the Bears, ideally in their eyes, leaving victorious here this morning. Opening faceoff goes, opening whistle goes, and we are underway here in Port Coquitlam. It's the stud lefty for the Sturgeon, and Gabe Rempel quickly getting pressured from the perimeter. Now he'll send it over to the righties. An early shot, and the first save of the game goes to Riley Gaines. An early breakout pass over center. Now a 2-on-1 if it doesn't go on a breakaway, but they score in transition. Top left, West Shore opens the scoring. A big collision afterwards. Hayden Cardinal getting the worst of that one. A massive hit, courtesy of Gage O'Neill. But again, one of those bruises that's going to feel better after finding the back of the net, and Hayden Cardinal grabs another one. Full credit to Gage O'Neill playing up until the whistle and putting his body on the line there. 25 seconds in, it's 1-0 for West Shore. A quick start for the Island team as the loose ball battle goes following the face-off here. Still up for grabs. Where is it? Olivier LaPlante knows where it is, and he comes up with possession. Getting a full sail change here, joining him into the offense. Our reinforcements now coming off the bench. Dylan Hamilton collects it off the near side boards. He'll take it down the lane himself and circle back from the corner, under 10 to shoot. Shot from distance, blocked, deflected, and out of play. Fresh 30 now for the Bears. Here's Quinn Sutton. He had a strong game yesterday as well in an unfortunate loss for the Bears. He's broken his stick, though, so he's going to head right off. So we approach a minute and a half elapsed here. They get a shot off, and no goal. The official down low. I believe that was LaPlante getting the shot off. The official says he steps through the crease. That's a close one at the line. Now Tristan Danill, one defender in front of him, cuts through the middle. Shot goes just wide. Deflecting off the sideboards. Matt Thiessen comes up with it. Good loose ball collected by 14 in gray. Now Danill, again, shot well wide, and that'll go narrowly avoiding going out of play, out of the reach. Brett Vicenton, he'll head off for a change as that one comes back onto their own side of center. A phantom air horn goes. Now we'll get a slight delay to get things sorted out on the score sheet, but it will, or on the scoreboard, excuse me. Will be a fresh 30 for the Bears. 1-0, 25 seconds in when they scored their first. Now Will Perrier fires that one just wide. He'll chase it down, but can't find the loose ball going back into his defensive zone. A handful of back overcalls now already. And it will be a free clear for the Sturgeon. Down by one. Here's Jeremiah Gibbs. Looks like he's limping a little bit as he comes over top. Now Rempel fires that one wide. Another one thrown just past the left leg of Gaines, but out the other side as the Bears collect on their own side of center. In comes Armand Sohi. Excuse me, that's Eddie Juicy Tub. He'll dish and head off for a change. Drop pass for Olivier Laplante. Surveys near side, gets the pass off. So they look to go east to west. They return it now to the point. Laplante cutting underneath, gets the pass through, and he scores! Pretty movement from the Bears, and the recipient of this pass through the middle is Olivier Laplante. As they get that one through, Miles Archibald just threading the needle there with his pass through the middle, narrowly avoiding a handful of swinging sticks from the Sturgeon. But he finds the back of the stick of Olivier Laplante, who in turn finds the back of the net, and now it's an early 2-0 lead in favor of the Bears. Sturgeon now with a chance to try to answer back. First man into the play here is Logan White. Late man now is Gabe Rempel. Stutter step move on his wrong side, forced to the perimeter. Good defense from the Bears. Now another shot, and they score! The offense has come to play here, folks, and it's the Sturgeon that answer right back this time around. As Logan White joins the rush, gets his first goal of the MacDonaldCup, and what a time to get it in this bronze medal matchup, trying to earn his team the medal by the time this game winds down. And that's step number one to try to get things tied up 2-1, just over 3 minutes into the period in favor of the Bears. Now the Bears come up with the ball following the face-off, and they're quickly back into the offensive zone. Cardinal opened the scoring in this game, finds Laplante, the other goal scorer for the Bears. He finds some room, shot deflected before it got through. Laplante getting a rough ride there shortly afterwards. Now Davidson has seen enough, and he'll collect from his crease. Pass up, another collision. This time it's Laplante trying to get the better of the other 22 in this game, and Gage O'Neill. And that'll be an 8-second count going against Valley. Good pressure from the Bears, and they collect in front of the penalty boxes. Laplante quickly to the near side. Dylan Hamilton. He'll dish back over to Cardinal. Now Laplante from the corner. Swing pass. Drew fires just wide. Rebound goes through the middle. Nathan Jensen comes up with it, and he'll push pace. He's got Riley Drew on his back. Delayed call now coming up against West Shore, and with that shot, we will get our whistle. It's an illegal substitution call going against West Shore. And an opportunity for us to shout out our leading sponsor here on the program. Extreme Threads are your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing, designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering tents, Spanish flags, decals, signs, and everything else you can think of. Check them out online, Extreme Threads. Our feature sponsor throughout our broadcast during the MacDonaldCup, as the fellas over at Extreme Threads continue to do so much work in the sporting world, whether that's local or elsewhere. Of course, located over here in Port Coquitlam. But some of these island teams wearing those Extreme Threads jerseys as well, including this West Shore team. There's an early save from Gaines. Quick up into the back of his stick and sends that up near center. And now here come the Bears. Short-handed, a 2-on-2 situation. Quinn Sutton shot and a save by Davidson. An early penalty-killing opportunity there on the offensive side for the Bears, but now the Sturgeon back into the offensive zone. Vetterl back up top to Rempel. Far side, here's Vicentin, back to the point. Fake pass, now return to Rempel once again. Vicentin from distance, shot wide. Deflected off of a Bears stick, so 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Vetterl backpedaling down low. Rempel fires wide again, collected by a defender in Armand Sohi. He's got a man up the play once again, but just out of the reach of Keegan Martin. He'll collect after chasing it down in the far side corner. Now he'll wait for his penalty killers to join him on the offensive side. In comes Hayden Cardinal as well. Cale McKee driving off ball. Nathan Jensen working to get the ball back. Takes a high slash. Another one afterwards. No call, but he has possession. Getting pinned along the sideboards. Rough ride on Nathan Jensen. But he keeps possession. A round of applause from the Sturgeon faithful. And here's his captain now over to Rempel. Return to Vetterl. Has some room. Fires. Saved by Gaines. Rebound goes to the corner. Gibbs collects. Power play remains for just under 20 seconds. Rempel to Vicentin. Another shot and another save by Riley Gaines. So quick to load that one up for a transition pass. Now they send it up. Leaping to pick that one up is Gabe Rempel. As we now go back to 5-on-5, Rempel will circle back. Gibbs cutting through. Couldn't get a clean look on that one. It was just behind him. Now he has it once again. Bounce out of his stick and collected in turn by Ryder McKee. Wants to send it up the floor and does, but again, a pass behind the intended target. This time it was Shepard. He'll stay and play his defensive shift as Valley back into the offensive zone. Still 2-1 in favor of West Shore. As we continue through this bronze medal matchup. Now near side feed back up top to the point. Here's the Valley goal scorer in Logan White waiting for the screen. Fakes using it now, pass near side, picked off by Sohi. Off to the races, one defender on his back, cutting through, and a great stick check by Logan White. Taking away a clean chance from Armand Sohi. Now Rempel spins away from a check, gets a high hit, no call there either. Another spin move through the middle, now he'll backpedal away, circling around from the top corner. Eats a slash there, gets over top. Surveys and now goes far side over to Vicentin. Stutter step move working with Gibbs. Another shot from Vicentin goes short side wide just before the shot clock expires. That'll go out of play and send the Bears back over center. Connor Rant going to start off this possession for the Bears. Quickly over to Cardinal. Another pass just behind their intended target, but they do keep possession. Now just under 20 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Archbold pass goes far side. Shot and a save by Davidson. Bodies colliding here. Rant none too happy about that one as his stick got ripped out of his hands. Now the breakout pass picked off by Cardinal. Through the middle, cutting on top of the crease. Great save, Davidson. The Bears lose possession for a moment, but in comes Miles Archbold to clean that one up. Sends that one far side over to Rant. Again, bodies colliding as Hamilton just back to his feet. One-timer from Archbold, saved by Davidson. Stepping across to his right. A couple of players again mixing it up behind the play as they get back to their respective benches. But an 8-second count is called against Valley. A little too focused on the extracurriculars here instead of getting it back over center. Still 2-1 for West Shore. As Riley Drew into the play. Shot partially blocked before it got through. No, they'll say cleanly over the net and back over center. Everett Vetero will chase it down. Grabs this one and stick check before it gets blown in. Vetero is right on top of the crease. And the officials take that one away from him. I would have been upset too. Vetero spins over top. Return to Rempel. So those two lefties are a huge 1-2 punch on the offensive side for this Sturgeon team. Rempel with 42 points through the regular season, 40 for Vetero himself. But the righties will go to work. First is a shot from distance and a stick save from Gaines. Richtowski gets a rough ride into the corner boards and draws a fresh 30. Pass goes up top. Richtowski sets the screen. Now shot blocked and out of play. Rempel thought that was cleanly out, so now he'll turn back after realizing he gets the fresh 30, keeping possession. Swing pass now to the far side. Now they'll shoot. Kicked aside by Gaines. And again, the Bears have someone up the play if they want to send it up a little bit late, and in to deflect that one was Jensen. Now they get it through, though, and a great save by Davidson. Now a delayed call coming up against West Shore after the play. I believe that was Keegan Martin giving an extra slash to a Valley defender. He'll stay and play a defensive shift, but he'll be heading off to the box in a moment, barring a goal. We'll go 6-on-5 here with Davidson on the bench. Now near side feed. Here's Lemishka. Over to Vicentin. Shot, tough angle, save, rebound grab by Gibbs, and he puts it just wide as he steps through the crease. And Valley will head to the man advantage. At BC Sports TV, we are seeking advertising partners to keep lacrosse free for everyone on our airwaves. We have a number of advertising opportunities ranging from penalties to periods, intermissions, or even our title sponsor. Together, we can craft a tailor-made package for you, so contact us at bcsports.tv today. And a thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring all these broadcasts for free, as we have done so for the bulk of this season. Rempel sidearm rip, goes wide, grabs the rebound. Now Vetterl with some space, a rising subber, low to high, saved by Gaines. He'll hang on to the rebound. Now West Shore, through the first half of this first period, looked dangerous on the penalty kill. They have possession now, spinning down low into the corner is Quinn Sutton, now working on Rempel. Good stick check from the lefty. And he'll head back over center. What can't Gabe Rempel do for the Sturgeon? The answer is nothing. There is nothing that he can't do. Rhetorical question, George. Vicentin to Rempel. Shot goes just wide. Again, going to leap for it. Trying to chase it down. Beware of the second bounce, but he catches up to it just in front of the center line. Now under 5 to shoot. A shot from Vetterl, kicked aside by Gaines. Loose ball battle goes along the sideboards. Armand Soe sidesteps Rempel. Takes a slash to the head. No call there. He'll push the floor and continue to try to kill the rest of this penalty. Just over 40 seconds remaining. And the penalty being served by Keegan Martin. Riley Drew, near side feed. Connor Rant over to Olivier Laplante. Has his pass through the middle deflected, so he'll chase it down himself. Shot from the outside goes wide, bouncing off the end boards. Now 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Here's Brett Vicentin. Late man into the play here is Jeremiah Gibbs. As Vetterl has that roll out of his stick, taken away by the Bears. Vetterl's going to apply some back pressure, as will Gibbs. But they get away. A twister goes just wide. Close call there. Colby Condon fired that one. Just creating a different shooting angle there in the late stages on his wrong side, but a twister, tough one to read for goaltenders, especially from that angle. Martin steps out of the box. There's still a couple seconds up on the call. Nobody really clued into that. No worse for wear, says the officials, and it remains possession for Valley. Rempel gets the pass on top of the crease, just catching the left shoulder of Gaines. That was close to tying this game. Gabe Rempel, a handful of high danger chances through roughly 23 minutes of play here in the John Bailey Arena. MacDonaldCup action, bronze medal matchup between West Shore and Valley. Shot around a screen, collected off the rebound. Perrier bounces it on target, shoulder save by Davidson. Now Drew gets a rough ride. That's Laplante, excuse me. He's gonna attempt the rusty gate. Unsuccessful. And I mean, the shot clock was below 20 seconds there. That should have been an 8-second count. Either way, Valley throws it away and West Shore gets back to the offense. Now Archibald fakes the shot, comes over top, returns it now down low to the corner. Here's Riley Drew, skip feed, far side. Fake shot by Sutton. He'll spin away. Back up top to Cardinal. Also fakes the shot. Good stick check, though, by a Valley defender. Burke McAdie falls to the floor as his team collects possession. Now they'll push pace over or towards center. Nigel Novak finds some room. 6:14 to play in the first period. 2-1 for the Bears. Shots dead even at 9-9. Here's Thiessen. Gets around the first check. Heavy shot from the outside. Bounces way early. And they'll give it back to the Bears. Thiessen frustrated with his shot selection there. Here's Colby Condon. Fakes the drop pass, finding some space. Now finds Dylan Hamilton, surveying from distance over to the far side. They get down low on top of the crease, leaping, and a great save by Davidson. Sutton stepped through the crease, getting the shot off, and Valley ties the game. Tristan Denil fires that one home, getting another one in this tournament. In the late stages, 5:32 remaining in the first. Tristan Denil ties it up at 2. He's been such a threat in transition for Valley all tournament long, and he showed off why. On his wrong side, still finds a way to get enough muscle on that shot and fire it home. On their 10th shot of the game, they make it 2-2. Now another delayed call here, this time going against Valley. Turns into a bit of a wrestling match in front of the penalty boxes. And now Gage O'Neill, who's been very involved through this game so far, will sit for 2 or less. Are you looking to try the new Olympic version of lacrosse? BC Sixes has you covered. Think box lacrosse in the sun, non-stop action, non-stop fun. You can find their media on Instagram under BC Sixes and register at bcsixes.com today. Archbold spin move, down low to the corner. Drew swing pass to the near side. What a save by Davidson. Robbing West Shore on the one-timer. They keep possession though, fresh 30 to work with as Archbold sends it to the far side. Another save by Davidson. Great start to this game for the Valley goaltender who's been so strong throughout this tournament. Another save by Davidson, sliding to his right. Fresh 30 for the Bears. Fake shot by Archbold. Far side, Drew cutting through. Another save by Davidson. Drew with it. Backhand flip intended for Archbold. Perrier will battle for it in the corner. Spinning away from some pressure. Archbold, fake pass, takes the shot himself, a bouncer, and another save by Luke Davidson. Valley forced to just send this one the length of the floor, and 2 of their penalty killers will get a change. Surely exhausted after the opening minute of power play for the Bears as they get right back into the offensive zone. Archbold fakes the backhand flip, now down low to the far side corner. Return to the point. Now he'll fire, and Davidson gets a huge piece of that one. Rebound collected by the Bears. Far side feed. LaPlante, no looker, over to Drew, has his shot deflected by Jensen. Shakes that one off as that's going to sting on his high hand. But he remains out there trying to cut off a lane. Perrier cutting through. Drew with some room. Skip past one of the one-timer over to Connor Rant just off the mark. Grabs the loose ball, though, on the power play for another 15 seconds. Return now through the middle. Gets the shot off. And another great save by Davidson. Send that one over center for Vetterell to chase down. And a massive kill here for the Valley Sturgeon as Gage O'Neill steps out of the box. Will return to 5-on-5. And they better thank their goaltender for that one. Absolutely keeping them in. And another save by Davidson, dropping down to one knee and robbing Will Perrier. Now Denil in transition. Same spot from last time. Bouncer stopped this time around by Riley Gaines. What a start to this bronze medal matchup, folks, as the Bears again get back into the offensive zone. Nice move around the pressure from the outside by Denil. Fake shot, Archbold, another fake, far side feed. pressured from the perimeter. Archibald handcuffed him a little bit. He does find a way to collect. One hand swing pass to the far side. Heavy shot blocked. Rebound goes through the middle. They do collect, but from behind in the corner, and they'll just have to put it down. Valley doing a great job of keeping West Shore to the perimeter through the opening period here. Still just under 2.5 to play. Hamilton, forecheck here. That's 8 seconds as West Shore just dumps this one down. The officials being very liberal on, or relaxed, I guess is the better word to use, on their 8-second count through this game. Richtowski had it for a moment, bounces now in front of the crease, look out, now they grab the ball. Drew, stopped by Davidson. Loose ball goes free, and we'll get an interference call going against Valley. Luke Davidson deserves all the credit so far. This could be a 7-2 game already here. Not even through 20 minutes of play had it not been for the effort of the Valley goaltender, who again makes a low save, dropping to his knees. These Bears have to be just shaking their head at this point as they continue to get chance after chance after chance. But Valley keeping in this one, tied at 2, thanks in no small part to the play of Luke Davidson. Now their defensive unit gets back onto the floor. Following the turnover, Keegan Martin has possession. Near center, waiting for that was Dylan Hamilton, over to LaPlante. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now 1 minute remaining in the first. Hamilton tries to go underneath, defended well by Gibbs. Slashes that stick out of his hand, still digging for it. Collected now by the Bears, shot around a screen and a sliding save by Davidson. Full press here from the Bears. Valley had all sorts of trouble on their breakout. Now they got to be quick. Again, now there's the 8-second count. This forecheck of the Bears is relentless here, folks. And they've come to play in the bronze medal game. They don't want to go home empty-handed. That's a long ferry ride for them. That shot, does it find the back of the net or is it underneath? No, they'll say that one counts, trickling past Davidson. Didn't even see that one go through. Let's take a look at the replay as they drive underneath. One official calls for a reset, another one calls for a goal. Just trickles through Luke Davidson. Now 26.5 seconds remaining. West Shore up by 1. Lengthy face-off battle. Now under 10 seconds to work with here in the first. Stutter step move there from the outside. 2 seconds to shoot. They get it up. Perrier with a shot and one last save for Davidson to close out the frame. What a period from him, and what a period in general from the bronze medal matchup. West Shore heads towards the intermission, up 3-2 over the Valley Sturgeon. You've been watching BC Sports TV. I've been Tino Farah, and we'll step aside and be back in about 10 minutes' time. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen, where we are just under a minute away from the start of the second period in this bronze medal matchup between the West Shore Bears and the Valley Sturgeon. Thought we were going to head into the intermission all tied up 2-2, but a late trickler courtesy of Olivier Laplante grabbed West Shore the lead back. And that's how we got to where we are now with 40 minutes remaining. And a quick shout out as well, if you are interested in getting in touch with us for some sponsorship options on our broadcast, we have plenty of options available. You can hit us up at the email that you're seeing on the screen right now, info@bcsports.tv. Plenty of options available. Penalties to periods, intermissions, title sponsors. Let's get in contact. Let's make a deal here, shall we? And another sponsor, speaking of title sponsorships, how about Extreme Threads and the work that they do over there in the world of sports, whether it's locally or from afar. I mentioned it already. Both these teams wearing Extreme Threads jerseys. The West Shore being a team from the island. They have a handful of teams over there as well as out east. And it's not just lacrosse, folks. They got anything you can think of, hockey, basketball, football, you name it. And not even just jerseys. Apparel for your company, hats, socks, anything you can think of. Shout out to Connor and Randy over at Extreme Threads, our title sponsor here on BC Sports TV. So we gear up for some more MacDonaldCup action. Bronze medal on the line. A quick word from the officials with a couple of the assistant captains. Armand Sohi wearing an A for his Bears team. Meanwhile, Nathan Jensen. And let's get a quick look at the face-off man for the Bears in Cale McKee. Notice those shoes he was wearing off the hop back in warm-ups. And they certainly caught my attention. They caught George's attention as well. You always love when some of a player's personality comes out in some of their gear. And shoes is always one of those things that brings out the best in athletes. First possession of the period goes the way of the Bears. They work it to the lefties. First, a slash in a sensitive area. That'll send Valley back to the penalty box and put West Shore back on the power play. Sam's Neighborhood Pub is just what you're looking for in a pub. Relaxed atmosphere, great food, cold drinks. Located on Elgin in the heart of downtown Poco. Pay him a visit tonight. Why don't you? Maybe celebrate a gold medal if you're one of Saanich or Cranbrook. Why not? The power play of the Bears working around the perimeter. They had a lengthy power play back in the first period. Valley goaltender Luke Davidson absolutely robbing West Shore of a goal in that situation. Now they turn it over. Here comes Valley. Gage O'Neill, one defender in front of him. A great stick check from Laplante. 2 goals to his name in this game so far for one. Olivier Laplante had 36 through the regular season for the Bears, and he gets back over center. Him and O'Neill mixed it up a little bit on the defensive side of the floor, but the power play of the Bears gets back to work now. Archbold assumes his position as the quarterback of this power play, fakes the low subber, now over to the far side through the middle. Shot robbed by Davidson. Stretch pass up the floor, out of the reach of the intended target. Carter Stasek reaching for that one, but couldn't quite collect it. Now he'll head back for another penalty killing shift. Rejoining the play now is Miles Archbold. Skip feed now to the far side. Big windup, big shot, big save, and another save by Davidson. It trickles through, and he falls onto it just before it goes over the goal line. What a save by Luke Davidson. Unbelievable stuff. Even cameraman extraordinaire George Parra is shaking his head. Now Vetero going in alone. Saved by Riley Gaines. Both goalies putting on a show in this bronze medal game. Now Valley over center, still shorthanded for another 15 seconds as Jensen heads off for a change. And to replace him is Brett Vicentin. Gabe Rempel back out onto the floor as well, as Everett Vetterl is kept to the perimeter. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now we'll go back to 5-on-5 action as Vetterl lost it. He'll head off for a change as his team gets back out on the defensive side. Here's LaPlante looking for his hat trick goal. Skip pass now to the far side through the middle. Sutton robbed by Davidson. Luke Davidson stretching across to his left. The big framed goaltender takes up a lot of the net. A lot of these goalies that can use their size to their advantage usually remain as stay-at-home defenders on their goal line. Gibbs with a shot, and he scores! Jeremiah Gibbs ties it up at 3. Just wires that one home after beating a defender. In comes another one to try to take away the angle. But it's the undersized Jeremiah Gibbs firing that one home to tie it up once again. Brief delay here as we get things going at the face-off. Now face-off win goes all the way down towards the Bears' defensive side of the floor. That goes out of play off of a Valley stick last. Now here come the Bears. LaPlante surveys through the middle. He'll circle back. Still 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Will Perrier waits for the screen from Archibald. Now near side feed as they go over top down the alley. Put just wide. They collect it, but stepping through the crease was LaPlante. He'll pressure from the corner. Now Davidson stepping way out of his crease to try to create some space for a teammate. Stretch pass up the floor. Vicentin, and a huge hit! Down low on the corner boards. Didn't see who the recipient was there. Might have been Caden Shivers, but West Shore going the other way, and a great save by Davidson. The Bears have to be shaking their heads here. What else do they have to do to find the back of the net? We'll see if it comes on this possession as Archibald fires it, and another save by Davidson. That one probably his easiest of the entire game compared to some of these saves that he's made so far. Just any shot from distance at this point just seems like a vacation save for Davidson as he's had to rob the Bears of a handful of chances from in tight. Now a shot goes wide past Gaines. Deflected. Gabe Rempel will collect. 3 seconds to shoot. No reset there as he puts that one off the side of the net. Now he'll head off for a change. And the Bears can casually clear the center line. Eddie Juicy Tubb finds his captain in Will Perrier going over to the far side. LaPlante getting a rough ride, has his stick held for a moment, now gets it free and gets the pass. Comes over top of a screen, working with Quinn Sutton for a moment. Still getting a rough ride as it's getting chippy here, folks. Perrier sends that one wide. So LaPlante has a couple of words for the official. He wants a call. He had his stick held up for most of that play. Now cutting through the middle. White couldn't grab that one cleanly. Goes off to the corner boards. Now the Bears have a man streaking through the middle. Pass off the mark. They'll collect from the corner. Callum LaChance has it taken away by the Valley goaltender. Pass up the floor. Picked off by the Bears. Back in alone, but they lose it right on top of the crease. Rant with it again. He'll slow things down. Scott Soe, far side, now sends that over. Big shot goes just wide from the West Shore defender. He'll continue to stay in play. An offensive shift, trying to clear some space far side. Back up top to the point. Hamilton fires that one wide. That'll bounce up into the rafters. And the Valley assistant captain in Nathan Jensen will start off this possession. From his own side, he's got Keegan Martin in front of him, applying some pressure. Jensen into a tough spot, getting a rough ride in front of his bench. Keeps possession, though, and gets over center. Still time to work with as well. Now Vicentin, as Jensen heads off for a change. Rempel deflects that one to the sideboards. He'll grab it off the hop. 10 seconds to shoot. Spin move from Rempel. Pass through the middle, just off of a defender and behind the net. Now West Shore will collect. Pass over center. Hayden Cardinal opened the scoring in this game. Another one of the assistant captains for this Bears squad. Hunting for a bronze as Rant tries to find some space. Now pass down low. Far side. It's McKee working from distance. Shot again goes wide. Not a lot on target here in the midway point of the second period. 12:50 to play as Valley gets a shot off in a fast break. Saved by Gaines, and West Shore goes back over center once again. Looks like another shift where Armand Sohi will stay and play. No, now he'll make his mad dash towards the bench. As Martin sends it near side. LaPlante working with Rant. Shot from distance, saved by Davidson. Again, dropping down to his knees. Vetterl streaking the floor, wants the pass. He'll get it. Keegan Martin in to cut him off as Vetterl will slow up now. No look pass through the middle. White has it deflect high off his stick. What a pass from Everett Vetterl. Now the Bears back over center. Got a man up the play. Now they'll send it up to Hayden Cardinal. Wanted that pass early. LaPlante gets it off. Saved by Davidson. Rebound goes to the near side. Pass goes up top. Cardinal with it again. Perrier. One defender to beat. Instead, sends it back to Cardinal with some space. Fake shot on his wrong side. Handcuffs Perrier a little bit. Now returned over to Rant near side. Cutting through the middle. Gets a shot off. And another save by Davidson. Now Cardinal mixing it up with a defender. Perrier on top of the crease. Great save, Davidson. Loose ball grabbed by a defender. And it looks like we're going to get an interference call, if I'm not mistaken. No, will be a penalty coming up to Valley. So another power play here for West Shore. The Cat and Fiddle are proudly locally owned and operated for over 30 years and voted best pub in BC by BC. With two covered and heated patios, famous traditional pub fare, and a great atmosphere. Go see why the locals love them for 3 decades running. Fake shot. Archbold sends it over the far side. Skip now near side. 5-hole. LaPlante has 3. And shout out to the Bears for waiting to find the back of the net until our advertisement came off the screen. Good for the replay. And good for Olivier LaPlante as he finds the back of the net once again. 3 goals for 22. Now 4-3 in favor of the Sturgeon. In favor of the Bears. The Sturgeon looking for the game's tying goal now once again. Loose ball grabbed off the faceoff. Rempel on his wrong side, streaking through, gets the shot off. Great save by Gaines. Armand Sohi will collect. See, slowly gets over center. Had a second to spare before the 8-second count. Surely has to be aware of the relaxed 8-second counts that have been coming in this game. Wrestling match now in the far side corner, and we're going to get an interference call that goes against the Bears. Archbold can't believe it as he was mixing it up there for quite some time with Matthew Ortute. They'll both get onto their respective benches. Valley thought about the hidden ball trick. Vetterl, one defender in front of him. Into the play comes Rempel. Nice move from Vicentin. Steps into a shot, but a save by Gaines. That one would have been a highlight reel goal. Now stretching to take that one away is Vetterl back into the offensive zone. Shot from distance goes wide. Rempel collecting off the rebound. Great save, Gaines. Gibbs sends it over to the lefties. Vetterl with it once again down low. Now comes rounding the corner. Summer, and he scores! The captain ties it up! Captain Clutch comes to play once again as he causes the turnover there, taking that one away from the Bears' transition attempt. One hand on his stick, looking like Superman as he grabs that one. But he gets back into the offensive zone after the Rempel shot, grabs the rebound and fires it. Their 15th shot of the game ties it up at 4. Now Will Perrier. It's the Bears captain. Pass to the middle. LaPlante bouncer stopped by Davidson. If you're just joining us here on the broadcast, you are in for a treat, but you have missed one heck of a game from Valley goaltender Luke Davidson. Man, oh man, is he fun to watch. And he might need to make another stop here as they work down low, but they put it into the back of the net. As they step through the crease, Quinn Sutton has the game's leading goal taken away. Now Tristan Danil, one defender in front of him, cut through the middle. Low shot goes just wide. He'll grab the rebound. High hit, no call there as he'll head off for a change. Now Cardinal running into Rempel, who's going to take a call here. Stick check from behind, and we're going to get a holding call going to Gabe Rempel. Another power play coming up to the Bears. Are you ready for a new ride? Metro Ford of Port Coquitlam has you covered. Check out our huge selection of quality vehicles and experience the Metro difference. Come see us today, Metro Ford. I think we're going to get a delay here. There's the extra whistle as the penalty was not up on the scoreboard just yet. No harm, no foul. We'll just start over. A little bit of time travel, George. We're going to go back in time now and just reset. Here's Miles Archbold to LaPlante, down low to the corner. No look pass, far side. Skipper off the crossbar. Archbold grabs the rebound. Perrier getting roughed up. Fake shot. Now LaPlante with it. Underhand feed through the middle. What a move. Riley Drew. What a shot. And what a goal. Riley Drew, highlight reel, loaded up. Look at the toe drag immediately as he receives this pass underneath. Just tiptoeing the crease. Fakes high and goes 5-hole past Luke Davidson. Riley Drew. That's got to be in the running for goal of the tournament here, George. I don't know. That's a close one. But Riley Drew puts his team back up by 1. 8:29 to play in the second period. Are you having fun yet here, folks? What a game we have. Battling for the bronze medal are the Bears and the Sturgeon. And we thank everybody here for joining us on BC Sports TV, where we continue to bring you free lacrosse in our final day of the MacDonaldCup here. But don't worry, we got Founders Cup action going next week. Archibald scores! Archibald says, don't worry about the Founders yet here, folks. We still got the MacDonaldCup to deal with. steps into an outside shot. Bouncer again goes 5-hole past Davidson. First of the game for Miles Archbold. And now the first time the Bears have been up by 2 since way back in the early stages of the first period. It's been a 1-goal game essentially ever since, with Valley answering back time after time. But the Bears now get 2 straight. On their 27th shot of the game, might I add. 8:02 to play in the second period. Jeremiah Gibbs out there for face-off duty. He'll head off for a change now, switching away from his face-off stick. Swim move there by Vetterl. Stick check from behind, loses it in the process. Gaines will collect and send it back up the floor. Mad dash to the bench here for Cale McKee to get his offense back out. In comes the West Shore captain, Will Perrier, loading up from distance. Now near side feed. LaPlante already with 3 in this game. Surveying the far side. Now he'll backpedal down low. Sutton loads, fires, and he scores! Quinn Sutton staples the top right corner. Now 7-4 for the Bears. And he's fired up after that one, folks, rightfully so. Quinn Sutton had a massive game yesterday versus Saanich, and the unfortunate loss for West Shore, which got them locked into this bronze medal matchup. But Quinn Sutton gets his first of the game in this game now and stretches this lead. It's their biggest lead of the game, 7-4 with 7:19 to play. Now out for face-off duty this time around is Sean Lemishka. I would consider him more of the face-off specialist for Valley. So I see him warming up as a face-off specialist for most of these pregame routines. Done a pretty impressive job at the face-off dot as well throughout this entire week. Now on the last day of the MacDonaldCup, but just to finish my thought from earlier, actually maybe I should wait to talk about the Founders until this offensive set is done, because they shut me up last time. Now Drew has his shot deflected. Now I'll finish it. If you do want to continue to watch all the free action here on BC Sports TV, the Founders Cup starts tomorrow afternoon. The National Junior B Championship following the MacDonaldCup. Now Sutton couldn't get a clean look. They keep possession though, ripped from the outside, saved by Davidson. Of course, I'll continue to be on the play-by-play mic here, as will legendary local, shouldn't even just say local, voice of the Vancouver Warriors, Jake Elliott will join in on the mix. A veteran of the craft will join on our broadcast airwaves, and all that action gets going tomorrow afternoon. Now, the Bears try to dump that one down the floor to avoid the 8-second count. Another relaxed 8-second call there by the officials. For my liking, about 2 seconds too late. The officials can't decide on a call here, so they're just going to go with a face-off. Slow back to the West Shore bench now is Colby Condon. So he gets up favoring his right ankle, it looked like, limping back towards the bench. He's going to get some attention from the trainer for the time being. So we'll keep our eyes on Colby Condon. And now the officials actually coming over to confirm something on the score sheet with the West Shore bench. Maybe just a mix-up on the score sheet as we do get it confirmed now. The officials will head back to their position 5:54 to play in the second period. Again, we thank everybody for joining us here on BC Sports TV. Tino Farrow, your voice throughout this MacDonald Cup, alongside Jeff Fisher, who's just done an unbelievable job as well in the games that he's done. And man, oh man, do I ever appreciate the help, giving my voice to a rest as we have another week of lacrosse action coming up next week, as I mentioned. But gold medal game going on after this one. 2 o'clock start time, if I'm not mistaken. And the first game today for the 5th and 6th place teams was an 8 a.m. start. So shout out to Jeff Fisher for taking the reins on that one, letting me just run producer to give my voice a little rest for the bronze and gold medal games. Underhand flip pass to the far side. Archbold collects off the boards. Now after that lengthy delay, LaPlante fake shot now goes around some friendly fire as that one hits his captain, Will Perrier. None too worse for wear. Quinn Sutton, 5 seconds to shoot. Sharp angle shot saved by Davidson. Dropping down low. Now he'll look for a breakout target and give it right back, at least deflected by Perrier. And now there's the 8-second count. Will Perrier single-handedly earning his team another possession. Under 5 to work with. Perrier will start off from the corner. Archbold loads up, fakes the shot, now surveys to the near side. Rant has it. Gets underneath, a hard screen set by Cardinal, and now we have an injured member of the Sturgeon on the floor. Hands up near his head and not moving too much here as some of the coaching staff get onto the floor for Valley. Gets up to his knees for the time being. I believe that's Gage O'Neill, if I'm not mistaken. No, that is Wyatt Lissamore. Defender for the Valley Sturgeon. Having a word with his coaching staff. It will be Valley possession once we get back to the action here. And he's now back to his feet. Certainly shaken up after this one. But he walks under his own power back to his bench. A welcome sight for the Sturgeon faithful. And Lissamore's just going to go straight down the tunnel towards the dressing room. The right decision there with those head injuries. Got to take those so seriously. And the Valley Sturgeon doing right by their player. But we are back to the action. Everett Vetterell back up top to Rempel. Shot from distance, low to high, goes just wide. It was Vetterell releasing that one. Now Armand Sohi pushes pace on his wrong side, but he's got a teammate to his left. Bouncer saved by Davidson. It goes out of play. 2 defenders in on that rush, both of them on their wrong side. Not an ideal shooting lane, but a smart shot to just send that one towards the goal. As Rant loads up, comes over top, spins through the alley on top of the crease. Great save, Davidson. Now Connor Rant grabs his own rebound. Quinn Sutton from the outside, toe drag, pass through the middle. They get it off a reverse backhanded attempt by Connor Rant. Couldn't put it on target. Now Valley trying to grab possession, and a great forecheck by the Bears causes a turnover. Fresh 30 for West Shore. Now another shot by Rant. That one goes wide. Getting chippy in the far side corner as Vetterell wanted the breakaway pass. He'll chase it down from the corner as well. In comes Logan White, but they'll both head off for a change. Valley now been stuck in their defensive end for the bulk of this period here. They'll try to change that. In comes Tristan Donnell. Had a goal back in the first period in transition. Can confidently say all of his goals in this MacDonald Cup tournament have been in transition. Now up to 6 in their 5th game here this afternoon. Gibbs thought about the drive. Now he turns back. Rempel has some room if he can load up here. Takes that shot, saved by Gaines. Had to take that one off the hop. Now a collision near center, so he heard some footsteps coming. But it gets batted free. In comes Hamilton, a twister shot saved by Davidson, so he's going to battle for it with Burke McCady. A big collision with McCady getting the worst of that one. He'll get back to his bench. See, he gets a pat on the back from his teammates, and in comes Rempel. Spin move, fires from the outside. High save by Gaines. That one hit him in his mask, I think. And Rempel comes up with it once again. The lefty now from the point. Sidearm shot saved by Gaines. Loose ball through the middle. Rempel has it again. Another shot, another save by Gaines. Riley Gaines standing tall in these late stages. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. And we'll get a timeout call by the Bears. 1:56 to play. They just try to slow things down now. Their head coach, Ryan Alexander, jumping onto the floor. Wants to get a good look at all of his players here and come up with a game plan for the late stages of this second, heading into the intermission. And if you want to get interactive with us, folks, on the broadcast, make sure you give us a follow if you feel so inclined on any or all of our socials. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube at BC Sports TV, wherever you can find us. And if you want to send me a message in the DMs as well, let me know where you're watching from. You can hit me up on Twitter at Ferratino or on Instagram at Tino Ferra. The Cranbrook fans have been incredible with sending their messages throughout this entire week. Getting very interactive throughout the broadcast all week long. Handful of other teams have as well. It hasn't just been Cranbrook. But I could say something as little as, hey, Cranbrook, how are you doing? And I'll probably get 3 DMs immediately afterwards. So if anybody else is watching from afar, I'm looking at you, West Shore fans. Let me know where you're watching from. Now here's LaPlante. Underhand, pass to the outside. As he works his way down low. Return now to the right. He's cutting through. Shot by Drew. Goes wide. Takes a big hit afterwards from O'Neill. Now Jensen with a couple of defenders on his back. Gets a shot off and he scores! Nathan Jensen in transition gets one back for the Sturgeon, and they're back within 2. What an effort as he had a defender on either side of him. Tough angle and a tough one for Riley Gaines to let through. But you can't look off the effort of Nathan Jensen, one of the assistant captains here for Valley, getting his team back within striking distance in the late stages. Now Valley looking to get 2 straight. White put off the left hand there of Riley Gaines. That's an important save following a goal. So the response crucial after giving up one that you'd rather have back. Now just over a minute to play here. Perrier slowing things down. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Connor Rant. Sizing up his defender, gets underneath the first one, has 2 more in front, now spinning through the middle on his wrong side, gets a shot off and it goes wide. And that'll be back over as Perrier shows off his best golf impression, showing us his swing there, trying to send that one back into the Valley end of the floor. Misses though, maybe doing an impression of me on the golf course. Now the Bears come up with it from behind their net. Under 40 seconds remaining here as Cardinal lost it in his feet for a moment. Gets over center just in time. LaPlante has his shot blocked by Vetterl. Gives him a smile shortly afterwards as well. That's not going to faze the Valley captain. So he remains out for this defensive shift. Now 8 to shoot. Pass down low to the crease. And a save by Davidson. Rebound collected by Miles Archbold. 14 seconds to play. Pass through the middle again. They get a shot off, put it just wide. Rebound goes up high. Vetterl will collect. We'll see how quickly he can push pace over center. throws a lob shot just wide, and that will do it for second period action here, and what a period it was. Now West Shore leading by 2 with 20 more minutes to play. It's going to be a big one, folks. Don't go too far. We're going to bring you all the action here on BC Sports TV. We're going to step aside for now, though, and we'll take about a 10-minute break. You've been watching MacDonald Cup action. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome back to BC Sports TV. Tino Farah here, your voice for this broadcast, this bronze medal matchup. Now with just one more period remaining until the third place team is crowned. It's the West Shore Bears currently leading the Sturgeon 7-5 with 20 more minutes remaining. And a quick reminder as well before we get too far into it that if you are interested at all in advertising with us in the future on broadcast, just like you've seen throughout this MacDonaldCup tournament, hit us up at info@bcsports.tv. We got plenty of options here, and we can work out a deal, I'm sure. Our man in charge, Keith Gagne, head of business operations. What even is his official title? Let's call him Networker, says George. Networker, Keith Gagne. So the benches come alive here to start off the period. 20 more minutes to go here in this bronze medal game. The face-off goes, and we are back to the action. Ball gets batted free into the Bears' side of the floor. They'll collect and get the first offensive set of the third period. Now Cardinal fakes the shot, winds and sends it over to the far side. Dylan Hamilton quickly now over to the lefties. As he drives off ball. Cardinal wanted the one-timer, blocked by a defender and grabbed by Tristan Donnell. Onto his wrong side, now through the middle of the floor, gets the shot off and a save by Gaines. An early one for the West Shore goaltender standing tall. But Valley back into the offensive zone. A casual pass there connects with Cale McKee. Tiptoeing from the perimeter. Now backpedals down low. Pass up top to Hamilton. Here's Connor Rant. Toe drag through the middle. Gets a shot off and it goes just wide. Archbold collects 2 seconds to shoot. Blocked by a defender. The Sturgeon putting their bodies on the line here in period number 3. Donnell will collect. Drop pass now connecting with Caden Shivers. Working now over to the near side. Lissamore gets underneath. Shot. Wanted to tuck that one 5-hole, but Gaines had that one closed off. Quick up in transition. Bears back over center. They got Sutton up the play. Instead, they'll hold up and wait for some offensive reinforcements. Back onto the floor now is Archbold. Drop pass to Rant. Down low to the corner. Sutton comes over top. Gets some contact. Now Archbold returns it over to the lefties. As Sutton creates some space. Toe drag there from distance. Rant gets underneath. A low subber goes well wide into the corner. West Shore captain will stop that one before it goes too deep into his defensive zone. Now Brett Vicenton. Still no goals in this game for number 36. He gets a heavy collision into the sideboards. Back to his feet now, and he'll dig for the ball. As will Jeremiah Gibbs. Sends a West Shore player rather easily to the floor. Trying to draw a call there. Not going to get it. And now Jensen back into the play. He got his Sturgeon back within 2. Vicenton with a shot, and he scores! Speak of the devil, I just mentioned Brett Vicenton for no goals yet in this game. Had 4 in the tournament coming into this one. Fires that one with time and space and just out-muscles the likes of Riley Gaines. Gets his team back within 1. Four goals through the regular season for Brett Vicenton. Now 5 in 5 games played to this point in the MacDonaldCup. And they get back within 1 for the first time since the midway mark of the second period. Rempel grabs it, tuck move getting underneath. Now he's going downhill with 3 defenders in front of him. He'll circle back and find some space. Flip pass over to the lefties. Richtowski absorbs the check, spins from distance, fires. That goes just wide. Rebound through the middle. Rempel will collect. Shot again goes wide as he tries to stick check. Unsuccessful. Now the Bears up the play. They'll circle back. Oh man, Dan Ranz had a lot of room to work with. Decides to slow up and get the offense back out onto the floor. Getting a pat on the back from his Bears teammates for his efforts. Now 6 seconds to shoot. Perrier over top, shot deflected through the middle. I don't know if the Bears have been able to get anything. Oh, they do there. Get that one just off the post. One official calls for a reset. One official calls for a violation. Now all three of them tapping their head. And we will get the shot clock reset. In favor of Valley, I should say. Back into the offensive zone now. And back within one. Here's the latest goal scorer in Brett Vicentin. Gets underneath one defender, another one in front of him. Shot, kick save by Gaines. Rebound grabbed by a defender. Gets around the forecheck there of Jeremiah Gibbs. Speedy as he gets back into the defensive zone. Great back check by Jeremiah Gibbs. Refusing to give up on the play. Now West Shore working with LaPlante. Flip pass through the middle, ran on top of the crease, and he answers back. Connor Rant receives the flip pass from Olivier LaPlante as they work the two-man side there. A lot of room to work with for 18 for the Bears, and he fires that one home. The 2-goal lead is restored. 15:47 to play in the third. Surprisingly, that's just the first goal of this game for one Connor Rand. He's been all over the floor, including on the defensive side, but has looked pretty dynamic in the offense. He's got some helpers to his name in this game as well, but finds the back of the net for the first time. And now he'll watch from his team's bench as it's the Valley Sturgeon looking to get back within one once again. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Late man into the play here is Isaac Richtowski. Now he'll collect one defender in front of him. Near side feed to Rempel. Comes over top. Shot goes just wide. Loose ball goes to the corner. Thiessen will chase it down, but that'll be a violation on the shot clock. Nothing going on that offensive set for the Sturgeon, and here comes West Shore. Sutton. Backpedaling down low. Uses the screen from Rant. Now near side feed. There's a shot and a save. Loose ball goes through the middle, and we're going to get a interference call going against Valley. Riley Drew was looking for the rebound, and now Luke Davidson is down. Oh, man, what a blow this would be to the Sturgeon, as Luke Davidson has been undoubtedly the best player for the Valley Sturgeon. Shaken up after taking a lot of contact there. The original shot from Riley Drew. I didn't see who took the second one, falling forward after some contact from behind. But Luke Davidson now back to his feet. Helped up from his coaching staff and trainers. Now he'll fix his net and look to dial it back in on the defensive side. So it will be a fresh 30 for the Bears. They lob that one over to Sutton. Took it off the sideboards, gets down low to the corner. Rant, heavy shot, and there's the first save since going down for Luke Davidson. Looked confident in that one as well, as he'll hang out now behind the play and hope his team can get them back within one. Vicentin, we'll see if he has another one in his back pocket. In comes Gibbs. Driving to his wrong side up top. Now he'll circle back. Stick check from the Bears. Loose ball goes free through the middle, and West Shore comes up with it. You got a man up to play. Another great back check by Jeremiah Gibbs. Taken away what would have been a sure breakaway for Keegan Martin. But Gibbs back over center. Now Martin's turn to apply some back pressure. He'll stay for this defensive shift. Richtowski takes it. Rempel finds some room. Shot lane, stick deflected before he can release it. Gaines collects. Far side feed in transition. 13:35 remaining in the third period. Shots 35-23 in favor of the Bears. They cut through the middle. Pass gets free, and they can't get a clean look. As Callum LaChance had visions of what would have been his second of the tournament. Danil now gets called in the 8-second count. Couldn't get over center in time. That forecheck of the Bears again comes to play. Now they get it down low. LaChance cuts across. Great save by Davidson. Now Perrier battling for it without a stick. Goes free now to the far side. And grabbing it is Dylan Hamilton. Drop pass to LaPlante. They go lefty strong on this set. Rant looking for a lane. Perrier from outside. A heavy shot blocked by Vetterl. Hits him up high. He'll head off for a change. In to replace him is Nathan Jensen. Fresh 30 now for the Bears. As they again look from distance. LaPlante comes back up top off the screen, gets his hands free, a sidearm bouncer fought off by Davidson. And now we have an injured member of the Bears down, and we're going to get a penalty against Valley. Back to his feet now is Callum LaChance. Valley and the Bears exchanging some words there as LaChance gets back to his feet. Are you looking to try the new Olympic version of lacrosse? BC Sixes has you covered. Think box lacrosse in the sun, non-stop action, non-stop fun. You can find their media on Instagram under BC Sixes and register at bc6s.com today. That tournament coming up in September, by the way. Now Perrier eats a check from behind, put his shot wide from the ground. Now Nathan Jensen stretching over center, gets possession, one defender in front of him, still down by 2. He'll slow up and get some more penalty killers onto the floor. Rempel collects. So he spins back now, absorbing a check from behind. 5 seconds to shoot. Rempel takes a high hit, one-hand flip over to the far side, out of the reach. Richtowski, he'll let that one just go past him as he heads off for a change. Now here comes the power play of the Bears. Still on the man up for another minute and 10. Archbold running point. Fakes the pass, now sends it to the near side. Riley Drew back to the point. Returns now to Drew, takes the shot off the crossbar. What a shot from Riley Drew. Denied what would have been his second of the game. He'll stay out on the power play. It's Perrier mixing it up down low on the crease. Cuts through, spins up top, off ball, shot by Archibald, saved by Davidson. Where is it now? He grabs it with his stick. Pass to Tristan Danil, a 3-on-1 shorthanded. Danil pass down low to the crease, shot! Saved by Gaines, might have caught a piece of the post. That was Sean Lemishka from down low. Now Danil, near side. Takes a stick check. In comes the second defender. Pass deflected, but still finds Lemishka waiting in front of the penalty boxes. 7 seconds to shoot. Can't get underneath of Keegan Martin. So Lemishka eats a check and just sends it down towards the corner boards. Just shy of the halfway mark in this third period. Still 8-6 in favor of West Shore. Valley within striking distance, and we're back to 5-on-5 action. Pass to the middle, they get a shot off, and a goal! Quinn Sutton over the left shoulder of Luke Davidson. The 3-goal lead now is restored with 10:04 to play. 2 in the bronze medal game now for Quinn Sutton. He's been going both out the back gate and out the O gate throughout this entire tournament. Mostly been going out the O gate here in this game, but a dynamic player regardless of what position he's in. Nice move there by Callum LaChance on the toe drag over center, earning possession for his team following the faceoff. Here's Miles Archbold. Far side feed. LaPlante comes over top, winds, fires, stopped by Davidson. He'll hang on to the rebound as well. Full press here from the Bears, trying to lock in a bronze medal. They got a man down low in LaPlante. Fake shot, and he goes around Davidson, getting a piece of it. Underhand shovel shot, another great save by Davidson. Now Valley again just gives it right back to the Bears. Olivier LaPlante still up in the play. He's got the ball now. Shortly after getting completely robbed by Luke Davidson. Now Riley Drew. Fake shot, far side feed. LaPlante returns now to Drew, gets the pass through, tries to go 5-hole, stopped by Davidson. This goalie, man, unbelievable stuff throughout this game. Now Valley, down by 3 into the offensive zone. Gabe Rempel on his wrong side. He'll circle back now. Flip pass down low, picked off, and here come the Bears over center. Pass through the middle. Sutton couldn't get a clean look on that as it deflects off of his stick. Now Rempel comes up with it. Up the floor is Danil leaping for it. Bats it down but can't grab it cleanly. Now spins underneath, still finds a way to go in tight and robbed by Gaines. And now a big hit in the corner. As we're going to get a delayed call here. Might be Tristan Danil heading off for boarding, I think I saw the official signal to. Everybody back to their feet, though, and all right. No, it will be Quinn Sutton heading off. I think he signaled as roughing. So it is a roughing call to Sutton. The power play unit of the Sturgeon go to work for the first time in quite some time. Rempel now applying some back pressure. Good job by Armand So. He runs into a double team, keeping possession, getting a rough hit now in front of the Valley bench. Just loses it now. He had his stick tied up. Now Gibbs narrowly avoids a big check. Visentin up in the play, pass to the middle. Gibbs with it again, saved by Riley Gaines. Batted free through the crease now by Everett Vetterell. It's the West Shore goalie's turn now for a couple of highlight reel saves. His team remains short-handed for another minute and 5 seconds. Pass goes down low to the corner. Cale McKee with it. In comes the double team. Gets over top, now finds some space. Burke McCady tries to cut him off, tiptoeing that center line. Now a fake shot from distance, 3 seconds to shoot. He'll just dump that one behind the net. His team's shorthanded for another 47 seconds. And the Sturgeon will get back onto the power play here over center. Gibbs will rejoin the play after the late change. Working his way back through the middle, takes a high hit there for his effort. Shot by Rempel, pulled off the goal line by Gaines. So he spins back and takes away what could have been a trickler. Now a stick check from Gibbs, grabbed by Rempel. Charged free again, but that'll be the 8-second count against West Shore. A rare one going against them. So they've been the one causing that turnover more times than not throughout this bronze medal matchup. Now Vicentin up top to the point. Vetterol fires, deflected. And now he'll grab, spinning again from a similar spot. Also got deflected wide. Vicentin takes a high hit along the sideboards. He works on Cardinal, gets some space. In come Gibbs to help him. Heavy shot and a big hit. Brett Vicentin laid out after his shot, and the Bears send it up the floor. We're back to 5-on-5 action. Sutton goes in, crashing into the net. And he couldn't put it on target. The physicality picking up here, folks. Now Gage O'Neill collects near center. Valley have to start to take some chances here. 5.5 to play, down by 3 if they want to earn a bronze medal. Thiessen with a heavy pick. Rempel got sent sprawling. And the Bears will grab the loose ball following the interference call. Armand Sohi over center. Miles Archbold checking out his surroundings before sending it over to the lefties. Now returned to Riley Drew. Bobbled pass, collected. Connor Rand throws a blind subber on target. Davidson had to be sharp there. Fresh 30 again for the Bears. Archbold, far side feed over to Olivier Laplante. Goes into a stutter step, down low, circles back. Drew with some room. Fires, and he scores! Make it 2 for Riley Drew as he rips that one home. It's a 4-goal lead, and that might be the dagger, folks. He had Davidson stepping across to his right and just fired that one across to the far side. Smart shot selection from Riley Drew, and his team grabs the 4-goal advantage. Now 4:53 away from a bronze medal are the West Shore Bears. A lot of travel in the last little while for these Bears from West Shore as they were part of the provincial tournament back in Coquitlam 2 weekends ago, and talking with their coaching staff earlier throughout this week, they were very disappointed in their end results, and a lot of their players were actually playing sick. So battling through some significant adversity and coming into this tournament now wanting to change some minds of some people who may have had some incorrect thoughts about their style of play. But they come in through this one and now are just under 4 minutes away from a bronze medal. An incredible week here for the Bears as they inch closer and closer to the conclusion of their season here in the MacDonaldCup. Now it's getting physical behind the play here to the left of Riley Gaines. Now the official comes in to separate those two players as the Bears go back into the offensive zone. Cardinal cutting in, and he gets another one. Hayden Cardinal, the latest recipient of a goal here, as he joins the likes of Riley Drew and Quinn Sutton with 2 goals for each of them. And it looks like the Sturgeon have just run out of gas here, ladies and gentlemen. They stayed in this game thanks in no small part to the early work in between the pipes, thanks to Luke Davidson. Just seemed like he was single-handedly trying to put his team in a position to try to strike back, and they did so. Many times tying this game or at least getting it back within 1. But they're going to fall short here, down by 5 with 3 minutes to go. They get another shot off and another save by Davidson. Sliding to his right. Now Danil over center. Looking to the near side. That pass goes just past Sean Lemishka. And here come the Bears once again. Odd man rush through the middle. Shot. A great save by Davidson. Now a delayed call coming up. Looks like against the Bears as they collect and will head off towards the penalty box. The Bears collected. So yes, it will be Armand Sohi heading off. Nigel Novak thought it was him. He was getting into a quick discussion with the official, who then says, no, not pointing at you. And the Bears will head off to the penalty kill. Sam's Neighborhood Pub is just what you're looking for in a pub. Relaxed atmosphere, great food, cold drinks. What else could you ask for? Located on Elgin in the heart of downtown Poco. Pay him a visit tonight. Thank you, Sam's Pub. And thank you to all of our sponsors on the broadcast throughout this entire week of MacDonaldCup action. We have one more game following this one. It's the gold medal game for all the marbles between the Saanich Express and the Cranbrook Black Wolves. We hope you join us for that one as well. 2 undefeated teams, and only one will leave here with that perfect record and a trophy within their grasps. Now Vetterl throws that one just wide of the net. Under 2 to play. Gibbs bobbles it. Still can't get a clean handle. Bats it free. Grabbed by Callum LaChance. Lobs that one over center. Picked off by Gabe Rempel. Showing off his athleticism. Now Vetterl pulls that one short side wide behind the Bears net. And now they get it through. In comes Keegan Martin. Going in alone on top of the crease. Great save, Davidson. Back to the power play. The Sturgeon will go for another 40 seconds. Vetterl with it back to the point. Takes a shot, saved by Gaines. Right into his midsection, lets that ball fall to his feet. And with Gaines struggling to find a breakout target, the Bears will call timeout with just over a minute to play. A calming presence this coaching staff of the Bears has been throughout their MacDonaldCup run, and they bring them in for one last timeout here. So we'll take this opportunity to again thank our feature sponsor here on BC Sports TV throughout this MacDonaldCup run, Extreme Threads. You've heard about them all week long. You're going to continue to hear about them for the remainder of today, as well as going into the Founders Cup action next week. There's nothing they can't do for any of your customized apparel needs. Jerseys, shirts, hats, socks. Not even just that, flags, decals, banners, tents. Extreme Threads is your one-stop shop. Give Randy or Connor a call, and they'll make it happen for you. Hayden Cardinal gets a check from behind across the sideboards. Now we have an injured member of the Sturgeon back to their feet and heading off for a change. Under a minute to play now as the Bears send that through the middle. Jensen applying some pressure. Under 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They'll collect from behind the net. Pass through the middle, picked off just before the clock expires. Now 35 seconds remaining. We'll go back to 5-on-5 action with Armand Sohi stepping out of the box. Rempel down low to the captain. In Vetterl, one last goal for the captain to make it 11-7 here with 25 seconds to play. The captains found the back of the net in every game played here so far and couldn't leave the building without doing so again tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, not tonight. but he rips that one 5-hole. And it will remain 11-7 for the Bears, 25.5 seconds away from a bronze medal here in the MacDonaldCup. Again, the first time this championship has been played for since back in 1995. A huge hiatus, and even coming home with something as big as a bronze medal is huge for this Bears team. And just look at their bench. They're fired up here, folks. Their coaching staff marching along the bench as well. Everybody of this West Shore team excited with the result they know is coming. Danil robbed by Gaines one last time. He goes falling through the crease. He'll get called on the crease play there as he heads back towards his defensive side of the floor. Now 10 seconds to play. Cardinal just going to hang on to possession as the clock winds down. They'll dump it down the floor. 3-second count begins, and that'll do it. The West Shore Bears win the bronze medal 11-7 against the Valley Sturgeon. A massive win for the Bears. They come away victorious in their final game. Good look there, Ryan Alexander, who will join his team on the bench, or excuse me, on the floor. Just an incredible sight there as all these players join down to some victory hugs there before the bronze medals get handed out. Couple sounds of victories there, folks, but we are going to step aside now, the conclusion of our broadcast for this bronze medal game. But don't go too far. We hope you'll stick around and join us for the gold medal game starting in about an hour, 2 o'clock start time if I'm not mistaken. A game going down between the Saanich Express and the Cranbrook Black Wolves for all the marbles. The trophy is in the building, folks, and it will be handed out by the end of the day. But we will step aside for now as we prepare for the gold medal game. We thank you all for joining us here on BC Sports TV. For our entire cast of characters, for cameraman extraordinaire George Parra, I've been Tino Farah, and we will see you next time.